some clarity for Canadians after, so many sort of vague statements in terms of, was Canada going to get hit? What's it going to get hit by? All of that kind of stuff. The White House just sent out a fact sheet with a couple of very key, interesting points. For Canada and Mexico, the existing fentanyl, those border security tariffs, they're going to remain in effect, unaffected by this order. This means USMCA compliant goods will see a 0% tariff. Non-USMCA compliant goods will see a 25% tariff. That's already sort of in place right now. And non-USMCA compliant energy and potash will see a 10% tariff. So that's what is already in place right now. In the event the existing fentanyl and migration orders are terminated, USMCA goods would continue to receive preferential treatment, while non-USMCA compliant goods would be subject to a 12% reciprocal tariff. So for as long as these border tariffs remain in place, the USMCA carve-out continues, according to this fact sheet from the White House. Another thing, Canadians have been deeply concerned about tariffs are going to be stacked on stacked on stacked if they're going to apply multiple sort of layers of tariffs. This fact sheet says some goods will not be subject to reciprocal tariffs. These include steel and aluminum tariffs, autos and auto parts already subject to 232 tariffs, copper, pharmaceuticals, semiconductors. So Canada is already dealing with 25% steel and aluminum tariffs. These are not going to stack on top, according to this statement from the White House. And he's also sort of carved out a number of industries that he's looking to impose additional tariffs on, saying that they're not going to be hit in this retaliation. So in terms of Canada, Canada still is obviously dealing with a mountain of tariffs when it comes to the steel and aluminum tariffs and the auto tariffs that are going to kick in at midnight. But when it comes to additional layers of tariffs, this 10% baseline tariff is not going to apply to Canada and Mexico, and it's not going to be stacked on top of the tariffs that Canada is already dealing with.